Homitakepi, Vivian High Elk Machav, Washicha, na Bakolia, Umchawastewi Machapi, na the Pejitro Wakpa Ewati. My name is Vivian High Elk. My Lakota name is Good Elk Woman, and I live in a community of Greengrass, which is known as Greengrass Creek, the original name for Greengrass. And I wasn't born here. I was born in another community that my mother was from. But I lived here all my life because my father is from Greengrass. He is from the keepers of the White Buffalo Calf Pipe. His grandmother was the great Martha Elkhead Badwarrior, who was the female keeper of the White Buffalo Calf Pipe. And I want to share a little bit of history growing up here in Greengrass. We grew up here very poor. I come from a family of 13 children, and I'm seventh to the youngest and seventh to the oldest. And throughout my life, I've had dreams. And my most recent dream was of the White Buffalo Calf Pipe woman who came to me. And she asked me to be the messenger and have a giveaway in her honor and feed the people, she said. And she told me she is the female. She's a female. And where she was so beautiful. It was serene, just quiet and calm. It just made me want to just, stay there and lay there, by her. But I suddenly woke up. So I'm pursuing that dream right now. But growing up here in Greengrass, we were always playing. We grew up on horses. My father had a big herd of horses. He was the biggest horse. He had the biggest horse herd here in Greengrass community. His horses used to race. They used to prance and dance. If you sing to them, that's what he taught them. So they were awesome horses. So growing up here, we went swimming. We went berry picking. We went turnip digging. We went to haul water. We chopped wood, we sawed wood, we melted snow, all of that, just for survival. We used to trap or set out traps for rabbits because getting meat was pretty rare here, especially if you didn't have a gun. You'd have to use a bean shooter, or what they call those things that you pull back.
Slingshots?
Slingshots, yeah, to get your food. We used to get, my brother and I used to always go out and get either cottontails for my mother or for our family to eat, and prairie chickens, which we call shield. Those are what we grew up on. My mother said when we were small, we ate beaver too. And I never did remember ever tasting that, but that's what we ate, beaver. And we ate different things. And one thing we always made sure was we had plenty of fruits or plenty of cherries. We used to pick gallons of cherries, the choke cherries that grow around here. But nowadays it seems like all our fruits that were once growing here are all gone. I only seen one juneberry tree that was north here across the river. We used to go picking. There were several juneberry trees there, so we used to go pick juneberries. And in Lakota we call juneberries wipazunka. And that's kind of a lost berry tree, or whatever you want to call it, berry, cherry. The other thing that we also kind of I don't see around is wichagnashkazi, which is gooseberries. And another one is black currants. Black currants are really tasty. They taste better than juneberries, or they taste better than blueberries, bought from the store. Those were, that fruit was really good, and it's rare. We only have one tree that I've seen around here. I know this community pretty well, and I used to ride horse all over and take walks, so I knew what's where. And so the Wichagnashka tree is the black currants, and that's missing. Seems to be, And another bush that's no longer around is the sand cherries. Sand cherries in Lakota, we call them ounya yapi. And you pick these cherries, sand cherries, you would have to go, when you go to pick them, there's ethnobotany with them. We have to make sure that you go downwind, you pick downwind from them. Because they always say if you pick upwind from them, then they get bitter. They are bitter. So that was kind of our culture on knowing, when to pick plants or how to pick them and all that. So that's what we used to do. Another thing that is missing from here, from our community, is chashasha, red willow. And that's red willow is used for during ceremonies, like either Sundance or when you go up to fast on the hill, or Hamblecha. You use the tobacco. You make tobacco out of it. You use the inner part of the bark, and you make tobacco. And that's what the white buffalo cowpie, when she came, she told the people how or what to use to pray with. And that was chashasha. So those are missing from this community. We also have buffalo berries. That's pretty rare around here too. We don't have any more buffalo berry trees around. And in Lakota we call that mashtincha pute. Those are missing. We have ground cherries too. And the ground cherries, they taste like tomatoes. So do these gooseberries. They taste like like wild tomatoes or something. They have that taste. But they're all good, you know. And kanta, which is plum trees. We're missing a lot of that, you know. So and psechni, you know, we hardly have any psechni. The ash tree, where the ash tree in our culture is used for like pipe stems. People use it to make like when they Sundance, they make the little uh, pins to hook up to their chest. You know, when they Sundance, they use the ash tree because it's almost like a real solid. And I remember that's what we used to look for when we were growing up because it was good wood to burn during the wintertime. It's slow and it burns for a long time. And we had some cold winters here growing up. You know, we had wood stoves. So that's what we used to always look for, and they're rare around here anymore too. And jante, we hardly have any jante, the cedar tree. We have a lot of wahacha, the cottonwood. So, and elm, we need elm trees too. You know, those are trees that we grew up around, elm trees, the chashasha, the wahacha, the jante. Well, we hardly have any jante around here. You have to go a distance out of here from the community to find any. And then you rarely find the chanwiape, that's the grape tree. Those are rare too. But we used to pick those to make wojapi, or my mother used to make jam out of them, or jelly. And there's even crabapple trees around here that are rare too, that we rarely find them. But those little apples are only like a quarter size that used to grow around here. We don't have those anymore either. So a lot of these trees, like the willow chohuanchicha, that's what we call it. They used to be in abundance along the river. But nowadays, you know, with all the cattle taking over our creeks and our prairies and the river, they're almost all gone. You know, they trampled down the willow and what regular plants that the medicinal plants we have growing along the creeks of the trees. I mean, growing along the creeks and the river, they're all tromped down, you know, trampled, and they're no longer in existence. Or you know, you have to look for them, go on a hunt to look for them. So anyway, with this project that just came, Alex Dotson is the main person, and my son Oscar. They had this tree planting project that was going on, that went on 2 years ago and again this year. And some of the trees that they planted back then are growing pretty good right now. And this year they brought a bunch of fruit trees. All these trees I mentioned, they brought most of those and they planted them here in Pijitoakba, at most of the homes here uh, uh, that are here in the housing project. I think they gave like 10 trees, or they planted 10 trees per household. And we hope to, you know, bring back our fruits. You know, a lot of them carry medicinal properties. They carry the vitamins, you know, that we need in our everyday living. So I'm really glad that we have that project now, that we can, this project that is going on. I'm glad that we had that going on, because it's gonna liven up our culture again. You know, our berry picking days. You know, we could save all our store. We could can. We could store. You know, we could bring those. Uh, have abundance of uh, the berries or the cherries. You know, and then we'll have our trees. You know, that we use in our culture, like the cottonwood tree. Cottonwood tree is used like for the sacred tree when the Sundance goes on, and we call that wahacha. It's used as the sacred tree for the 4 days that they dance for the Sundance. And wazi, the pine, that grows around here too, but you rarely see it. So I hope this continues. I hope people take care of their trees, water them, and that we continue, this awesome project, the tree planting, and it's all for our survival and our culture, so that we could get back into healthy living. We don't have to be eating, store-bought products, that are, I guess, processed through factories and whatnot. We don't need that stuff. We need everything homegrown. We need organic foods, organic fruits, vegetables. So those of you listening to me, I thank you very much, and that you continue to take care of your trees, keep planting trees, bring our culture back, liven up our lifeway. I guess that's all I have to say, Mitake Oyasi.
shall be.